and welcome to another brand new episode of Live FX Trading with your host Peeling Mindset. Welcome, and this is another brand new week, brand new first day of the week. So beautiful day. Our week is starting. It looks like the weekly candles are breaking lows and pushing down here. So pretty good. The way weekly candle is pushing down, it's actually looking pretty good. Breaking lows, breaking support, feeling the wicks. It was actually the way it's falling down. It's actually showing some of the characteristics from the last candle close. So this is actually pretty nice at this point in time. Now, when I have to go into the monthly time frame now, let's look into the monthly time frame and see what's happening. Ooh. All right. So my Dominion funds are available now. Beautiful. Dun dun dun. I just moved all of my funds to Dominion. That's beautiful. Beautiful. All right. Now look at this. Let's break down the chart. So monthly time frame at this point in time looking pretty bearish. Obviously, we are below the support at this point in time. So this monthly candle has been bearishing down, breaking the lows. Now, if we have to go into the weekly time frame, weekly candle also pretty bearish at this point in time. And let's go into the daily time frame and see what's happening on a daily sort of a perspective. On a daily time frame sort of a perspective, we have broken this daily support. So if I have to note down, this could be a recent daily support that the price has actually broken off of, right? This is one of the support that the price has broken off of, and another support could be around here, right? This could be another daily support that the price has actually broken off of. And obviously this is Monday, the first day of the week, and we are moving down pretty bearish at this point in time. So if there is to be a daily target, this is going to be the daily target right here, all the way down the bottom of the range right here. This daily support could be a target for the candles, right? So now let's go into the 4-hour time frame and see what's happening. Look at this. So the previous 4-hour candle closed bearish. And the most recent target, or the most recent rejection point on the left hand side, could be this area right here. After that area, this could be another area right here. This could be another rejection point where the price can actually start rejecting on a 2-hour sort of on a 4-hour sort of a perspective. So if you look into the candles, previous 4-hour candle closed bearish, below the support, heavy bearish. This 4-hour candle has moved up, has made a significant high at this point in time, and has a higher chance of pushing down than anything else, right? Now let's go into the 2-hour time frame and see what's happening and what is the most recent traffic on the left hand side. Let's just have a look. All right, now this is a potential 2-hour support that the price can actually tap into. At this point in time, price is very close to this level, and this level, I'm going to call it 155.50. So that is the level where the price is around at this point in time. So if prices stay below this 155.50 sort of a level, there's a higher chance price can push all the way down till this gray area. This is the first target if the market is pushing down. And from the current price, the range on the downside is in about 35 pips range, which is actually pretty good. 35 pips range is pretty solid. At this point in time, hourly candle is bearish. If this hourly candle finally closes bearish, there's a higher chance the next candle could push down too. So the candles actually push down, making lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. So simple, right? In a bearish trend, Monday's market pushing down so well. Actually pushing down so well. So look at this previous 30-minute candle closed bearish. So this is actually pretty solid. And this is the hourly candle close at this point in time. I mean, after this candle closed bearish, an entry around here within about, that was 35 pips. I mean, I wouldn't keep 35 pips as my stop loss. It just doesn't fit my nature, right? But obviously for sales, for any sort of sales, maybe on the break of this candle's low, that's what we talked about on yesterday's backtesting session, simulation session on our YouTube channel. So this is something we talked about. Maybe a sell on the break of the low, within about 20 pips stop loss, anticipating the price to move down in this 32 pips range. I mean, that could have been a good idea, but obviously we have missed that trade already. Right now the candles are approaching The bottom price, slow and steady. Obviously, slow and steady. Now, the 2-hour candle is going to close in the next 15 minutes. So it's actually important to see how this 2-hour candle finally closes. Because it looks like the market is pretty strong bearish. There's no doubt that the market isn't bearish, right? It's actually bearish. No doubt. So the bias is sell. The bias is not a buy yet. All right, now, if this hourly candle finally closes bearish, I mean, there's a higher chance for the next candle to push down too. But looking at the market right now, obviously a proper selling opportunity, I have missed it. I have missed a proper selling opportunity just by looking at it. I can say that. I was actually trying to see if Dominion markets could accept my fund, and finally I got through my Dominion account. So I moved all of my funds to Dominion. It's actually beautiful. It's actually beautiful. Now the way the previous 5-minute candle closed below the range, so there's a higher chance for the price to actually push down here. Higher chance. Just looking at the 5-minute alone as well. I haven't taken any entries yet. I mean, it looks like I've missed the entry already. You know, it's so obvious. Looking at the 30-minute, looking at the hourly candle, I've missed the entry. I've definitely missed an entry. So for me to take a sell now at this point in time, this hourly candle has to close below the hourly support, which I think it's going to close below. So if this hourly candle finally closes below the support, I mean, that way I can start thinking about how I can take a sell at this point in time. But I've missed a sell already. I missed it. Definitely missed it. Definitely missed the sell. Now, if this 4-hour candle finally flips bearish, man, there is a higher chance this candle could actually push down, especially all the way down till here, all the way down till this gray area. So that is going to be lovely. Man, oh man. They charge 2.5% for fees. That's not nice. That's not nice, man. That's not nice. 2.5%. Ooh, the 4-hour candle is flipping bearish. I mean, whoever took a sell on the top, ooh, you guys are on the best position today. Best position. Obviously, the market is bearish. And taking a sell around here, looking at the 4-hour candle, visualizing the 4-hour candle, retesting this broken support. Whoever took a sell around this area, man, you guys are 40 pips in profit. And I know some of the guys who would have taken that sell if they were early in the market. So this was around 47 minutes ago. 47 minutes ago. So whoever took a sell on the break of this candle's low, I mean, that was lovely. Honestly, 20 pips stop loss, anticipating price to move in this 30, 35 pips range. And there is so much of volume today. In Monday market today, there's so much of volume already. Let's see. 10, 3, 5, 8. Yep. That is good. Let me download my platform. Pum, pum, pum. Pound yen is pretty bearish. Pretty bearish, to be honest. Standard payment account. Dun. Okay, I need a platform. I need MT5. I need MT5. Let's see. Yeah, gold at this point in time is kind of rangy. So gold was bearish, man. Gold was bearish at that point in time. Cleared all the traffic on the left-hand side. So the clear traffic on the left-hand side has been achieved at this point in time. And it's very close to the support area, demand area, potential demand area. So if I have to go into the daily time frame, all right, so gold is still near this daily support area. So if I have to erase everything in gold, and this right here. This right here is the daily support that the price is very close to at this point in time. Now, if I have to go into the weekly time frame too, so this weekly candle retracing down could only grab liquidity on the downside before moving up. That could be the case as well. But ultimately, I was waiting for a weekly or a daily resistance, which the price is actually showing right now. Obviously, this candle hasn't closed, so I cannot say. But if this candle finally closes bearish, man, gold does have a higher chance of pushing down if this candle starts closing bearish, right? Especially on a daily sort of perspective. So if this candle finally closes bearish, a proper resistance has formed, especially below this gray area, man. Then I'll start targeting gold for sales than anything else at that point in time. So that is just my my goal here on gold, to attack gold for sales, possible sales. Yeah, definitely. Definitely attack golds for sale. Dun dun dun. 80 pips. 80 pips. Is there anything happening in terms of financial news? Ooh, all right. So this was a pound. Oh, Haskell's conference. Interesting. Thursday, dun, 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 Friday. Looks like rest of the July is clear. Looks like rest of the July is pretty clear. We have this FOMC conference at the end of the month, but until then, it looks good. And in the August, so the first half of the August, we have a pound monetary policy. Interesting. We will see. But for now, July looks good. July does look good. I mean, I'm expecting price in gold to start breaking 1800. So that way I can clearly take sales below 1800 sort of a level. So that is just my goal, right? 1800. So I've just downloaded my Dominion terminal. Let's see. Alrighty. Looks good. I am all set. But definitely, I missed out on pound yen sale, man. 100% missed out. Now it's going to be too late. Selling at the very bottom it's going to be too late. Obviously, there is structure and whatnot, and obviously it's pre-New York time. It's one of the high volume session time, but it's going to be too bad for my I would say my rule, because I obviously have rules. I can't sell when the price is at its very bottom, right? Obviously, the structure is there and everything kind of makes sense, but I can't sell at the very bottom. I just can't. Just give me a second. Finally got my Dominion terminal, and let's see. What have I got here? Probably I need to transfer my funds or something. Let's see. Transfer the fund. Oh. Something's wrong. Anyways, so I haven't actually checked the YouTube guys here. Let's check on the YouTube guys. Dun dun dun. Dun 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 dun. All right, on YouTube, Amir Ali Khan says, "Don't you see you trading much of gold lately? Why is that?" Okay, that's interesting. I haven't been trading gold for some time because I don't know, man. I don't have an exact reason, but obviously because of the retail sales and probably because of the other news that were happening. That's why I didn't trade gold. But obviously, if gold starts closing bearish, man, I'm definitely gonna attack gold at that point in time. And obviously, I was transferring my funds from my other brokerage to Dominion, so that took me a long time. That took me a little bit of time. And all right, so let's see what's happening here. It's kind of interesting. It's not showing my funds yet. Not showing my funds yet. Man, come on. What's wrong? Yep, so the previous hourly candle closed bearish. There's a higher chance candles are going to push down even more. A proper resistance has been formed. An hourly resistance has been formed at this point in time. And there is a high chance for the candles to push down. I am not in any sort of position yet. So if anybody is in any position, man, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. But I am not in any sort of position yet. All right, so yeah.
Incoming mail.
Yeah, pound USD, pound JPY dropping. Definitely dropping. No doubt they're not dropping. They're definitely dropping right now. Pound yen dropping. I mean, yeah, it's gonna drop. It's definitely gonna drop. A lot of volume here in pound yen. I'm seeing a lot of volume today, so kind of interesting. Kind of interesting.
Well, folks, it's time to kick it old school. So you can feel cool. Give it to me, baby. Baby. Yeah.
Yep, pound yen pushing down. Pound yen pushing down. All right, so on YouTube, Kevin Marine says, "Good morning, joined late. Would you mind explaining 155.50? As a point of reference, I'm having trouble visualizing it on the candle." Oh, all right, so it's quite simple. 155.50. So why I noted down 155.50 is that level is what level is that? Let's see. Dun dun dun. 155.40. 550. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. 155.50. Why did I note down that level? Good question by Kevin over there. 155.50. Da 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 da. 155.50. 155.50. 155.50. Yeah, now Kevin has me searching now. All over. Oh yeah, this one 55.50 is a rejection point on the left hand side. I think it was a 1 hour or a 2 hour. So it was a rejection point on the left hand side. So must be 2 hour. Yep, is a rejection point from 2 hours. So simply 155.50 is a support level in a 2 hour candle on the left hand side. It's the most recent traffic or the most recent rejection point on a 2 hour time frame. So if you go into the 1 hour time, if 1 hour time frame, it looks kind of different. On a 1 hour time frame, the support is a little bit lower. Look at this. 1 hour support is a little bit lower, but this is a 2 hour reference point. 155.50 when looking towards the left hand side traffic, that is a support area. So what I said to myself was that, you know what, for the candles to push down, it has to kind of close below 155.50 because that's a 2 hour support level on the left hand side. Obviously we have a support level right here, but for the candles to push down and kind of respect the upper price, it has to at least respect 155.50 to push down. So that was my bias. That's the clear bias. Looking at the 2 hour time frame, and obviously previous 2 hour candle obviously closed below that level, which is a good sign. That, you know what, candles still have chances to push down, but I am not taking any entries yet. So one of the best positions to take entry was here. So one of the best spots to take an entry was somewhere around here. So this is something we back tested on our YouTube channel on the backtesting session, simulation session yesterday. So this was a very similar situation we talked about. Obviously this happened before I showed up to the chart because I was transferring my funds, whatever, you know, and that was the case. But the sales below breaking this low, previous 15-minute candles low, with anticipation of pre-New York volume, and also within about 20 pips stop loss, anticipating the price to push all the way down, and anticipating the 4 hour candle flip. This was a very similar situation we did yesterday, right? So obviously missed out because I showed up late, but that was one of the scenario. Not the best place to obviously capitalize, but would have worked. That would have worked. Definitely. And at this point in time, candles are ranging side by side. At this point in time. Kevin Marine says, "Oh, I see. Thank you. No worries. No worries." Our Haskell talks about good morning, Scott. The economy, massive economy aid during the outbreak seems to have spared long-term damage. All right. And expectation of better future might fuel consumption now, adding to inflationary pressures. Much of inflation will be high temporarily due to low base from which prices are rising in the immediate term. The risk of a interesting. Or more than medium-term perspective. Okay. Is that a new? Is that a news push too? Right. So that's something to keep in mind. Obviously, the momentum, bearish momentum, is so apparent in pound yen. Obviously, it has been pushing down for some time. Obviously, and there was a push around this Haskell's conference. So whatever's happening in pound yen right now was also with some part of a fault from the Haskell's conference. Obviously, Haskell talking about low midterm, medium terms, obviously, and long-term goals and economical, obviously, recovery, talking about all of those stuff. That conference did cause price in pound yen to drop, right? Now, for the price to actually correct that news pump or the conference pump, it has to kind of start closing above at least 155.50 for me, right? And it has to kind of make support and start closing above. But for me right now, still the bias is sell because the structure is so apparent for sell. I haven't taken any position. Obviously, whoever took an entry around this area, it must have worked. For now. You must be in deep profits. You must be in 40, 30 pips in profit. So one of the best things to do right now will be to secure. Other than that, I mean, yeah, the market is ranging right now. It's definitely ranging. And on Monday especially, you kind of chill, right? On Monday, you chill. So make sure you're chilling. Make sure you're chilling. Yep, Kevin on YouTube says chill mode activated. That's correct. That's correct. Chill mode activated. And pound yen is pushing down. I mean, obviously, it's so obvious for candles in pound yen to push down. So it's pushing down at this point of time. Pushing down. Beautiful. Oh, a lot of volume in pound yen, to be honest. A lot of volume. Kind of interesting. Yep, pushing down. Beautiful. The way it's pushing down, really beautiful. Nice. Whoever took a sell on the close of the previous hourly candle, I mean, pretty good. It worked out. I mean, I'm not in any sort of position yet. Still enjoying the price action. Setting up my account on Dominion. So it's a pretty good. Pretty good. Wow, pound yen is pushing down. Beautiful. With volume, about 22 pips. I think the gray area is going to be tapped here. I think pound yen gray area is going to be hit, and there's a lot of volume today. The number of pips you're grossing is like a lot. It's 26, 28. It's pretty cool. Whoever took a sell, I mean, you guys must be in deep profits right now. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, it's gonna push through 4-hour candle, finally moving moving in its senses. So this 4-hour candle has a decent top wick, and there's a higher chance this candle is going to bearish down or melt down. Very high chance. I mean, obviously, one of the best positions to be would be somewhere around here on the top of the wick. But obviously, whoever took an entry looking at the hourly candle, looking at the previous 30-minute candle, I mean, pretty cool. The structure was there. If somebody took an entry with like 10, 12 stop loss, I mean, it must be working. So the best idea would be to secure. Best idea would be to secure. We are 16 minutes away from the market open. 16 minutes. Yep. If pound yen's gonna break that gray area, the 4-hour support, man, there's a higher chance it can actually push through because there's a clear traffic on the left hand side, as we know. So kind of interesting how it's very close to this 4-hour support at this point of time. So this gray area is not just any level; it's a 4-hour support area. So it'll be interesting to see how it's gonna react near that area. It's gonna be actually interesting. All right. Tito says Tito's looking for gold 15-minute to break the previous low of the previous one. Okay, let's just have a look at the gold too. Gold chart. Gold chart. And yep. I mean, gold does look nice for sale. But again, at the same time, this is the first day of the week, and if you look into the previous daily candle, how it closed, previous daily candle closed pretty funny, you know, and it has got a long wick on the top, a long wick on the bottom. So previous weekly candle sort of like was indecision, right? So now at this point in time, if you look into the daily candle bearish, previous daily candle, today's daily candle is also bearish with a proper liquidity wick, but we cannot forget that this is a potential daily support. So selling near a daily support could be funny. I mean, obviously, if the price has to push down, it has to push down through this level, which is very logical. But taking a sell near a daily support could be dangerous. So I'm actually waiting to see if candles. There is a structure. To be honest, Tito, there is structure. The structure is there for sale. I mean, there's a clear traffic too, clear target too. So I'm kind of chilling, you know. It's Monday and I've just opened up my new account and finally my funds are settled in. So kind of relaxing, not in that active trade mode today. Obviously, if anything makes sense, I'm going to take it. Well, pound yen was making sense before. I mean, I missed that sell. Obviously, a sell around. So this was the trade we talked about on the Sunday simulation session too. So on my YouTube channel, we did a simulation session, and this was a similar type of trade we talked about. On the break of the low, sells around here within about 20 pips stop loss, anticipating the price to push down, I mean, in this 30 pip range, but obviously missed out on that sale at this point in time. Candles pushing down, but I'm chilling. I am chilling. I'm a simple man. Yep, Tito, I think your bias is playing out here in gold. I think Tito's bias is playing out here. Pow, pow, pow. Wow, pow, 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 pow. Yep, Tito, ooh, your sales playing out, man. Wow. Beautiful. Mr. Tito is is smiling right now. he's happy. Mr. Tito is happy. Beautiful. All right, the next 3 minutes we're gonna experience the market open now. Maybe that's gonna move the market somewhere, but other than that, it's actually looking good. It's actually looking good. Well, I want to see a candle close. I want to see at least an hourly or 30-minute candle close below 1800. If an hourly or 30-minute candle close below, man, that's gonna be best. Tito says, I didn't have the best entry though, moved a bit too fast, but I will manage probably. Yep, that is a good statement right there. So I'm waiting for candles to close below 1800. If any of the candles finally closes below this level, maybe I'm gonna look out for sales. But other than that, I'm waiting. My bias in gold is also sell at this point in time. So I have to see how the New York market is going to move the gold's price. So obviously we are seeing some liquidity grab on the top, which could be an early sign. But if this hourly candle finally closes below, ooh, I think hourly candle is going to close below that support. If this hourly candle closes below and the next hourly makes a top wick before moving down, I mean that's going to be my sign or my idea for entry. But for now, it's just hanging around there. Yeah. Let's see. Hourly or 30-minute candle close below 1800. .24 seconds left. Alright, so the 30-minute candle closed bearish, but it didn't close below 1800. But still, the bias hasn't changed yet. So if I look into the gold right now with this sort of perspective, for example, if this was a range, gold was ranging in, and this was the first candle that closed outside the range successfully with a proper wick on the bottom. So this candle essentially, in the best ideal way, has to retest that broken range. If it retests that range with its top wick before moving down, I mean, that's going to be my entry point right there. Right? Obviously, it's a New York volume as well, so obviously. But if it's going to move down, without giving me any entry, I mean, it's okay. If the candle's going to do something like this, ooh, it's pushing down. It's pushing down. If the candle would do this, I mean, I would enter, but obviously it's pushing down without any confirmation. Without any stop loss point for me, especially. And I don't want to take an impulsive trade on a Monday. That's just not my rule. Taking impulsive trade on a Monday is not my trading plan, not my trading rule, but it's pushing down. I mean, yeah, Mr. Tito got 35 pips. Beautiful. Tito, beautiful. Mr. Tito is happy. He's a happy, happy man. Beautiful, Tito. Beautiful. Well done, man. Well done. Well done. And the 4-hour candle is still bearish, so the wick on the left hand side could be filled. You know, that could be filled. If it's pushing down, it could be filled. I just love it when I plan for something and I manage to execute on it. Yep, beautiful. Beautiful, Tito. It brings me so much more satisfaction even if I lose than just taking trades out of emotion. That's correct. You know, when you trade out of a proper plan and you win, I mean, that's perfect. So when you trade out of your plan, out of with your emotion, I mean, that's gonna hurt you a lot. And when you trade with your plan, even if it's a small loser, if that's still your plan, there's still a bigger picture you're waiting for, right? A bigger picture you're sketching. So I mean, that's pretty good. Tito here got his trade. I mean, Monday so far for me, I mean, my biases are playing out, but I haven't taken any entries. So has been a passive trading day today. Passive trading day. Most of the moves happening, volume being seen, but I haven't taken any entries. So still a nice day, still a beautiful day for me. Still a beautiful trade. A beautiful day, still a beautiful day. Dun dun dun. Tito got a beautiful trade today. Beautiful trade. And everything's dropping right now. Pound yen dropping, gold dropping. It's good. It's goody good. Goody good. Amir Khan says, hey Peeling, I need some help. So I've learned how to draw support and resistance, but I'm still lost on how the confirmation works for a downtrend or an uptrend. For example, GJ is a bearish and it breaks the support. Yep. So if you look into GJ right now, and if you look into support and resistance, right? So because you're looking for a sell, so look at the bias, right? The bias was sell. Now for a bias of sell to work out, there has to be a downtrend at the first, right? So what's the trend right here? What is the trend? The trend is downtrend, clearly downtrend, isn't it? Now, in a downtrend, I have to wait for a resistance to form. So obviously, this gray area was a resistance. Obviously, this candle closing bearish was clearly saying to you that, you know what, this is a resistance, right? Now, if this is a resistance for selling sort of a bias on a downtrend, so this is the confirmation right here. And when this candle closed bearish, I mean, obviously the next candle retraced up with its wick, made it a top wick before falling down, breaking lows, and in a downtrend, in a bearish trend, what candles do is it makes lower low, lower high, lower low, low high. So breaking lows, making lower low, right? And again, opening up the next candle, making another lower high, respecting the previous candle's high. So probably if you were at the charts around this time, so your confirmation would be this. You would anticipate a selling situation around here on the flip of the candle with stop loss above this level, and the candles will push down. Or if you were present around here, a sell around here with a sell with a stop loss above the candle's top, I mean, that would have been nice too, right? So those are your confirmations. The confirmation there isn't an exact confirmation you wait for. So you just wait for the candles to make its proper structure, its top, its high, and that shows you that, you know what, this could be a potential top or a high that the candle is going to respect, and that way you can place your stop loss. That's your confirmation for entry, and that's it. That's just it. In a downtrend, you want to find a resistance in a downtrend, right? Now, for now, the candle is pushing down. I mean, it's doing what it's doing. Yeah, pound yen pretty bearish, to be honest. Pretty bearish. We are in first few minutes of the hourly and also first few minutes in the New York session at this point in time. And gold's hourly candle retracing pretty heavy at this point in time. Dropped down heavy, but it's retracing right now. It's retracing right now. All right, so Amir Ali Khan is talking about 15900. 15900. He's saying, can you take Amir Ali Khan? If you send me a chart, it's going to be way better. But obviously, I'm going to interpret what you said, right? So you're talking about 15900 or this level. So he's saying, as an example, GG breaking support, how we would get confirmation on to enter. All right, so interesting question. So I mean, there's no support around this level, to be honest. There's no support. This is just a resistance, right? I mean, unless there's a support on the left hand side. Is there a support on the left hand side? No, this is not a support. This is a resistance. This is a resistance. So if you were to see a confirmation of a break of a support, for example, if this candle would have broken this support, right? Now confirmation would be the next candle making a wick around the broken level to retest that price before moving down. That would be a confirmation. Now for this trade right here, whatever happened here, the downward push on GJ was a conference push. So the conference of Haskell, so from the Bank of England Haskell's conference caused all of this happening, right? So, so the bearish momentum or this candle pushing down was a conference sort of a push. So the confirmation would have been, for example, if any of the candles close bearish, let's say 15-minute, right? This 15-minute candle closing bearish was a confirmation for the bearish trend to continue, to have more higher chance or have higher chance of continuing down. I mean, an entry point I don't know, an entry point, a possible entry point would have been when the candles broke the previous candle's low, right? That would have been a possible entry point. But that is again not the best. That is again not the best entry to that is not the best point to enter, right? Yeah. I mean, after breaking this recent support, 30-minute support, there was no confirmation. After breaking this support, no confirmation, just push down. This was the market open, I think. Oh no, hold on, not the market open. This is the market open. Market open candle. It's just pushing down, 25 pips down. Tech Jarrah says GG is seriously going down or grabbing liquidity. I think it's pushing down. It's pushing down. So the market is trying to evaluate what Haskell's conference is all about. I think that's what's happening. The news is being observed in the market. Simply saying, the news is being observed in the market. And Amir says, thank you so much for your explanation. Yeah, no worries. No worries at all. I mean, sometimes you get a clear confirmation. Sometimes it's just the market pushing with volume and you don't get any confirmation. You know what I mean? Sometimes you don't get any confirmation. For example, here, if you look into the most recent price action here, if this was a regular day, I mean, this is a 1 hour support, right? Clearly, everybody would agree that this is 1 hour support. Anybody would agree that that's 1 hour support. Now, after this 1 hour support was broken by this candle, a confirmation would be this candle retesting that broken support before moving down. On the flip of the candle, I mean, that's going to be your entry point right there. On the flip of the candle, right here, this is the 1 hour support. Looking at the left hand side traffic, candles closing down 100%, and this candle retesting the price moving down. That's your entry point right there. Yep, gold is pushing down. Mr. Gold is pushing down. We are still waiting. I am still waiting. I am still waiting. Waiting and waiting. Pound yen is dropping today. Man, oh man, a lot of volume. A lot of volume. 100% a lot of volume. Looks like US dollars gaining strength. US dollars gaining strength against pound. US dollars gaining strength against against JPY. I mean, yeah, pretty cool, isn't it? I mean, the most fundamental news from USD, they have turned out to be positive too. I mean, fundamental retail sales was positive. The retail sales report, and the CPI was good, PPI was good. So I think gold is gonna drop. Technically, gold should be dropping after all those fundamental news. It should be dropping. Rather, it's been bullishing up for some time now. So if gold is dropping, man, definitely beautiful. Or Kevin on YouTube says GJ broke 4-hour support around 150.15. Okay, so we want to see if start retracing and from resistance around that area before we should. I mean, yeah, if NYSE volume has to drive the price down, maybe a formation of the resistance is a good idea for me to take a sell, but I'm not in any position yet. I'm still in Monday chill mood, so we'll see. We will see if there's going to be any resistance for NYSE push, but most of the push has happened around the New York already. So I don't know how the NYSE is going to perform here. So I don't know. Maybe there's going to be some sort of resistance and price push down. So for most of the positive sides, if the price has to push down, need to wait for a resistance to form, and we will see. We will see. I mean, gold is dropping. I'm trying to keep my eyes on more on gold than anything else. So, kind of waiting. So Kevin Marine on YouTube says, would you say on Mondays and Friday it's more important to be conservative trading? I mean, that's something you can get answer just by back testing, right? So obviously from your experience, you would gather these sort of information. So this is some of the data you have to note down in a database or your journal, that you know what, sometimes Monday have been performing well, but the other times it's just dull because it's the start of the week, and the weekly start. I mean, the market's trying to prepare for the rest of the week. So you can look into Monday is that sort of perspective. Market's trying to prepare for the rest of the week, right? Especially when there's a clean week like this. So look at this. Tuesday is clean. We have all right. So Aussie dollar monetary policy meeting, whatever. All right. So nothing major until Friday. Oh, on Thursday we have this bank holiday. Interesting. So on Friday we have something major. We have pound retail sales, but except for that, yeah. So I'm still okay about it. Ooh, gold is pushing down. Gold is pushing down. So Nishu on YouTube has sent me a chart. Let's have a look at the chart. Let's have a look at the chart. What is this? I mean, you're waiting for a pending? I don't know, man. You have to label your chart better. Make sure you have to label your chart better, man. Obviously, if you're looking for a sell, I mean, it's moving down. So hopefully you caught it or something. Hopefully you caught it. I've missed gold sales. Majorly missed gold sales. Majorly missed gold sales here. Anyways. Jackie M is saying, guys, don't be FOMO. Avoid stupid state. That's correct. That is correct. That is absolutely correct. And it's pushing down. 30 minutes in the New York market, and it's pushing down. Pretty nice here. On YouTube, Fakazani says, "Can I hold gold to 1795, sir?" I don't know, man. That's a question you have to ask yourself. I can't tell you what to do exactly, right? It doesn't work like that. I mean, if your trading plan is to exit around 1795, be it. But I'm not in any sort of trade, so I don't know about you. I honestly don't know about you. It looks like the wick is going to be filled here. I mean, I'm not in any sort of trade, but yeah, my bias was sell too, below 1800. So couldn't execute. Couldn't execute. Yep, gold is melting here. I think it's going to drop down even heavy. I think gold is going to drop down heavy. Oh my god. Looks like it. Wow. Definitely missed gold sell, man. So one of these spot to take a trade could have been here. After this 15-minute candle actually made a top wick. I was waiting for a better wick than this. I mean, this wick was not satisfactory. Sometimes you don't get that ideal trade. You know, you wait for your ideal trade, you just don't get it. So this 1830 was a support level that the price broke, obviously. So I was kind of waiting for this candle to retrace all the way to that level, making a top wick, but it only made a wick till here. And maybe this rejection was enough for the price to drive down. So I would have taken an entry only after this wick would have retested this price. But it retraced only about 50% of the previous candle. Interesting. Yeah. Monday's been moving pretty heavy here. Monday has been moving pretty heavy. Pretty heavy. gold is retracing at this point in time. Gold is retracing above 1800. I mean, that's pretty fancy. Is it retracing for the NYSE premium price, or is it retracing because it's rejecting that bottom price? It's kind of interesting here. Now, all right. So now looking at the 30-minute time frame, this is a proper retest, right? So the way it's moving right now, it's actually retesting the previously broken support. Now, for the candles to push down, it kind of makes sense right now. So if the candles are to make resistance around a push time, around a volume time, that could be NYSE. So I'm kind of waiting here. I mean, obviously, it seems as if it just engulfed this candle right now. Let's say this gray area. I can start building bias for buy, but my overall bias in gold is sell. So kind of waiting if NYSE could present me with an opportunity for sell. Let's see what's gonna happen. And gold is retracing up pretty heavy. Retracing up pretty heavy. Four-hour candle retracing pretty heavy at this point in time. 4-hour candle has 21 more minutes left for its close, and it's retracing significantly. Wow, it's just retracing, man. it's actually engulfing all of the candles that happened in pre-New York and New York opened here. All right, so if any of the candles starts closing above 1805, I think I'm going to build my bias for buy here at this point in time. So if any of the 15-minute, 30-minute candles starts closing above 1805.87, my bias will be buy then. Right? So I'm looking for buys above 1807, sorry, 1805, 87. I will call this 90. Yep. Oh, Jackie M says buy is hard for me, to be honest, because of the recent Brexit headline. Oh, well, what's the recent Brexit headline? Interesting. Recent Brexit headline. Oh no, that's what it is. Interesting. Brexit. Johnson. Okay, Boris Johnson is talking about he's about to set plans on Island Protocol. Okay, interesting. Yeah, so the Forex factory doesn't have that news yet. It's kind of interesting, isn't it? Okay, so I didn't knew about the Brexit. I didn't. Oh, and gold is pushing up nice and slow. If any of the hourly 30-minute candle finally closes above 1805.90, I mean, my bias of buy could also play out. Scalping buy opportunity. Let's see what's going to happen. Is this a NYSE premium grab, or is this a buying opportunity coming forth to me? Let's see. Keeping an eye open. Definitely keeping an eye open at this point in time. Dun dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Yep. Looks like candles are pushing up here. Yep. Pushing up. Pushing up. Nice and slow. Three more minutes left. Wow. And it's pushing up, man. It's pushing up. It's pushing up. Ooh, it's pushing up. Wow, 35 pips range on the upside left. I'm waiting for this candle to close, and it's not taking the name of close here. It's just moving. It's just pushing. Oh, I don't want to take an entry when the candle's still open, right? That's another thing. I mean, there's a chance it's going to push up after this daily candle's support reaction. I mean, this demand area sort of a reaction is pushing up pretty heavy. I was about to take a buy around here after this 15-minute candle closed back in the range, but I didn't take it because I was waiting for the close. But if I would have taken that trade rather, I mean, I would have been in about 40 pips profit now. What can we say, right? What can we say? Now, still waiting for a candle to close. If a candle successfully closes outside, potentially this hourly candle, I mean, I'm on the good side. If this hourly candle closes bullish, next candle retracing, breaking the high, I mean, that could be the entry, but it's just moving. So the way it's moving, it looks like it can actually hit 18.10.25 just now. And that's something I don't want to see. I want to see if the NYSE could push the price later, right? It's just pushing it right now, pretty heavy. A lot of volume in gold at this point in time. A lot of volume. Yep. Yep, looks like it's pushing up. Looks like it's pushing up, and I've missed my buy entry one more time. Yep, the market's just gonna push it up. I mean, I didn't take a pending order because it's just not my plan. On a Monday, it's not my plan to take a pending order. But again, at the same time, it's moving with such a volume. Look at the wick. Look at the wick's size here. Man, it's gonna hit that 18.10.25 level. 100% it's gonna hit that level. 100% it's going to hit that level. 18.10.25, it's 100% going to hit that level. Beautiful. Beauty. Wow. The way it's moving, man, oh man, I should have taken an entry right here. So I was planning to take an entry, anticipating that, you know what, all of this push around pre-New York and New York Open, whatever that happened, could have been a possible fake out, and the fake out got corrected. So I could have taken an entry right here, but obviously waited for the candle close. Now it's moving so heavily. Yeah. So Monday, what can we say? Just another Monday. Just another Monday. Wow. $18, $10, $25. Ooh, we're gonna hit that $18, $10, $25. $18, $10, $25, and $18, $10. Let's go. $18, $10, $25. Do we have that $18, $10, $25 in the book? $18, $10. Ooh, almost hit that. Almost hit that. I think we're gonna hit that $18, $10, $25. $18, $10, $25. Let's go. $18, $10, $25. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I think we're gonna hit that. 18, 10, 25. 18, 10, 25. 18, 10, 25. 18, 10, 25.
Well, folks, it's time to kick it old school. So you can feel cool. Give it to me, baby. Baby. Yeah.
Almost hit that 18, 10, 25 level, man. Just missed by 1 or 2 points. 1 or 2 pips. But the way gold moved, that was actually amazing, right? Actually amazing. I mean, at the end of the day, this gray area was a daily support, and I obviously my bias was sell all the time through, but I didn't want it to sell near a daily support. If you go back into the stream, you can see me talking about not wanting to take sales near daily support, right? And the candle started breaking 1830. Obviously didn't see any sort of confirmation, missed the sell on the 15-minute time frame. So on the 15-minute time frame, it was so clear to take a sell around this area, but the candle started pushing up, correcting the fake out, also correcting the London pump at this point in time, corrected whatever happened in the London market, and gold is just pushing up now. There's no one stopping gold, and in the next 30 minutes we have this NYSE. So looking at the way how the previous candle closed, I mean looking at the wick alone, yeah, there's a high chance the candles are going to push up. Higher chance. I mean, I'm not in any sort of entry, so Beautiful. Today, seeing a lot of volume in pound yen, in gold. Obviously, a lot of volume. Yep, gold is pushing up. In the next 27th, we have NYSE, and gold is rising up. Gold is rising up. Pound yen is so bearish today, man. So bearish. Honestly, super bearish. Super duper bearish. I mean, the price hit the first target, the first gray area, and is actually very close to the second target here. And it looks like the second target is also going to be hit here. Looks like the second target is also going to be hit in pound yen. Second target is also going to be hit. Wow. This was the demand area, supply area, and started falling down. Wow. Kind of makes sense to push even lower. Gold is pushing up. Mr. Gold is pushing up. Yep, gold is pushing up. Gold is firing up right now. Gold is gonna push even higher. I think it's actually going to hit this 1815.60 level. So buy position, you think it's going to continue or change? I think gold's gonna hit that 1815.60 level today. 1815.60 level. It's kind of interesting. Yeah. It's driving up. Gold is driving up. Yep. Yes. Oil prices do have relation with US dollar, and US dollar has a wide range of relation with gold. Wow. Honestly, my entry right here, I should have taken it. I should have been more confident in that entry. I mean, if I was in the trade from around here, man, that would be nice. But man, oh man, it is what it is. Wow. It's definitely going to hit this 1815.60 level. The way it's moving right now, it's definitely going to hit that. Yeah. All right, so it's kind of interesting the way it has moved right now, right? So the gold is moving up so nice, so good. Looking at the 4 hour, especially with all this liquidity graph from the bottom, I mean, the price should be shooting up 100%. If the price starts breaking 1816 at 65, I mean, it's gonna break that level. If it's gonna break that level, man, it's gonna push up. Obviously, in this clear traffic, it definitely rejected this daily support. So that's why it's actually important to know where about are you in a higher time frame sort of a perspective. So the price rejected that daily support, and man, oh man, price rejected the daily support, moved about 120 pips in the opposite direction. It's kind of interesting. Explosive reaction. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to call it a day here. I'm not going to stick around for another 8 minutes. Obviously, I don't expect NYSE to move price any longer now, because the way it has moved. If gold is going to move, I mean, for buys, it still look good, but I'm not going to take any position yet. So I'll show up tomorrow on Tuesday. Hopefully tomorrow is going to be this consistent one more time. So if Tuesday could be consistent, that'll be amazing. But so far, today has been a bias calling day, and haven't taken the entry. So I finally moved my equity from my old brokerage to Dominion now, and this is going to be interesting. So until next time, guys, take it easy, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a beautiful time, all right? Have a beautiful, beautiful time.